Right. Haunted house.
There's a charge in. Thank you for all your help. The shipmaster, Heinrich Oakenhull, has a wood elf for a wife. I'd rather sleep with my horse.
I bet you would.
Bye.
Thirsting for that horse.
They say that slavery has been abolished in...
You wouldn't happen to be in the market for a home, would you? If you are, I just happen to be selling a manor located right here in Anvil.
What's the catch?
Yes, I'm selling my grandfather's house, Benaris Manor. If you're interested, I could let you have it for a modest sum. I have to sell it soon, as I have pressing matters elsewhere. You're welcome to take a look at it. It is located across the street from the chapel. Once you buy, you get the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. That's the deal. Would you like to buy it now?
I can't get inside without the key. 5,000. Well, it was 2,000 for the hut in the waterfront, so I think there's a good chance we can also sell it back. So this would be just an initiation to get to the quest, but it's not a guarantee. So potential 5,000 gold down the drain. We don't really need spells immediately or anything. I can always do alchemy if I'm desperate for cash. So, yep, here's 5,000 gold.
Excellent. Here's the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. I hope you enjoy your new home. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must attend to those pressing matters I spoke of earlier. Good day.
It is not surprising, considering...
What?
Go ahead, please. I still can't believe what happened. Farewell.
What can I do for you? Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? Be seeing you.
Yes? I swear that when I passed by Benaris Manor last night, I... Take care.
If it's ghost, the weapon will do nothing. It spells. But headless zombie will do something, and it'll distract things properly. We could consider making custom spells though, once we get to expert level conjuration. We would want to adjust the duration of the summons, that's it. So nothing major. But I feel like extra 5-10 seconds would do wonders in a lot of spells. I've arrived at my new house in Anvil, Benaris Manor. Looks like the place may need some work, but it was a great deal. I just couldn't pass up. I can now make myself at home. Not sensible burning candles when no one's around. Yeah, definitely some things going on. Probably have to wait until night time. Not a great house to begin with, but it's also, I don't see anything particularly wrong with it either. Just as good as the 2000 gold house. Or shack. Here you have to run a little bit more to access the same goddamn stuff. Have decent wine for free. That's not normal. Sealed portal. I'll use the bed and actually rest. Could be enough that we can just wait, but we'll see. There was something about trouble during night time. Aren't bad opponents either. I couldn't kill a single goddamn one, and I've used up all my magic up. Benner's Manor is haunted. I was awakened by ghosts that attacked me as I slept. As I awoke, I thought I heard a crash from downstairs. I should search the house and investigate. Right. Physical attacker seems to do fairly well here. We don't have enough spell power to kill things. What exactly am I looking for? Did it mean the basement? Skeletal hand. Scrap from Lorgren's diary. The people of Anvil are worms. How dare they criticize what they don't understand? I shall have my vengeance in a form they cannot possibly imagine. I shall use the souls of the departed to prolong my own life. The tome is very specific. I must have more bodies. Yes, more bodies. I must protect myself from those meddlers. They shall not interfere in my designs. I have constructed a room in the basement of this manor. It is there I will enter my corporeal self, and I will transcend this plane of existence. Only a true-blooded Benerus may open the portal, so if I fail, however unlikely that may be, a descendant may attempt to follow in my footsteps to carry on the true way. To make sure our secret is safe, I have harnessed the spirits of those whose bodies I have defiled to forever guard that place. The fools think I don't hear them speaking. I can hear their rumor and innuendo. They intend to meddle in powers they can barely comprehend. They call me an old fool and shun me. The young dare each other to step 1 foot in my yard. I have become the stuff of old wives' tales and campfire stories. They dismiss me as an oddity, but soon they will see. When all of Anvil lies in waste around me, when their corpses litter the streets and their blood dampens the earth, only then will my true power be known and feared. Well, that's not gonna be causing any trouble for me. I found a skeletal hand next to a page from a diary. The diary makes mention of a secret room in the house that only a true-blooded Benaris can open. I'm going to need to talk to Velvin about this. I may have to ask around to town to find out where he's gone. Yeah, they keep respawning, I guess. We have to try a different spell. I noticed that these don't really care shit about fire damage. And I wonder if that's true. Is it fire damage or is it this sort of magical attacks in general? Because if magic attacks in general, we'll have to just use the headless zombie. Lightning at least works better. It's still not enough. Could be a lot of free ectoplasm for us. So they spawn in groups of 3. I don't really have any real interest in farming them, so...
State your business. Pretty, isn't it? And quiet. Not much work for us.
Because you don't give a shit about what's going on in the town.
By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. I don't know what to think about the attack on the chapel.
Any info on Velvin Benaris?
I'm not sure where he went, but I would ask at the Count's Arms. If anyone knows where he is, it would be someone there. Bye.
Fair enough.
How nice to see you. I'm afraid I have very little information to add to our follow-up investigation. It appears that you got all of them. We never found evidence of any other members. Nice work. I heard that Velwyn Benaris is trying to sell off Benaris Manor.
Yeah,
Shots
I
of
heard something
adventure.
about that too.
If you ever decide to retire, I'm sure the Anvil City Watch would love to have you.
If I'm going to pay 5,000 for that, I'm certainly going to want to make it a base of operations.
I'm listening.
Gorgo Groshura, soldier of fortune, which means, more or less, unemployed and thoroughly pauperized. Everybody's talking about the I've got a few hot prospects. I'm sure something will come through for me soon. Really soon. Goodbye.
Well,
What? I don't know. Take care.
Jason Sextius, singer, composer, and storyteller extraordinaire. Glad to meet you. I'm currently employed at the Count's Arms, but I'm working on a piece I hope will gain me the patronage of a certain countess.
There is only one countess, and I think she's a widow.
I don't know what to think about the attack. As soon as you bought the place, he pretty much up and left. I hear tell he's making his way to the Imperial City.
Bye.
Let's have a chat. Only a couple of inns in the town. One of them should know where the hell he is.
What seems to be the... Yes, he just arrived in town recently. I believe he's staying at the King and Queen Tavern.
I don't actually recall where that is.
What do you... Merchant's Inn in the Market, King and Queen in Elven Gardens, the Tiber Septim in Talos Plaza, and All Saints in Temple District. There's also the... Carry on.
So somewhere here. King and Queen.
I'm surprised to see you all the way out here in the Imperial City.
Let's talk about the manor.
So, you think I'm responsible? I suppose you're right, as the manor used to belong to my grandfather, Lorgren Benerus. I knew there was a curse on that place, which is why I sold it to you so cheap. I suppose I should have warned you, but I had to get out of Anvil. My family said I could move here to the Imperial City once all our loose ends were tied down. The manor was one of those loose ends. I fear my own greed got the better of my judgment. I hope you weren't hurt badly in that horrible place. I suppose I assumed you'd be able to lift the curse and be done with it. Certainly.
Tell me about Lorgren Benerus.
Lorgren Benerus was a strange old man, always dabbling and experimenting with magic. He was mostly harmless, until the fateful day he came across a tome bearing the evil magic of necromancy. He became obsessed and decided that by using necromancy, he could prolong his own life. The dark arts contained in the tome called for him to dig up the recently deceased in the nearby crypts under the cathedral. When it was discovered that he did this, the Mages Guild called for a quick meeting to decide what to do. It only took minutes to decide. Led by a young upstart named Carahill, the Mages Guild stormed Benerus Manor and slew Lorgren. However, amid the chaos, his body vanished. Because of this, the people of Anvil concluded the manor must be cursed. You are the first person to set foot inside in a long time.
Any way to lift the curse?
According to the diary entry, it seems that I'm the only one who can open the secret door in the manor. And I can't help feeling slightly guilty selling you the place under these circumstances. I'll meet you in Anvil at the Count's Arms. From there, we'll try to lift the curse together. I'll see you in Anvil.
What's going on?
Actually better than I hoped. Can't rely on a summoned creature to survive because we had to protect someone else's ass here. I have Matika potions, I have Welkin stones, we'll be fine. I have to burn through a few, that's fine.
was half expecting you not to show up. Are you ready to go to the manor?
I'm ready.
Then let's get this over with. I don't relish the thought of spending too long inside of the manor. Follow me.
Greetings, Breton.
Is he gonna appear anytime soon?
Hail.
He has a magical weapon, so he's better armed for this than I am. Maybe a chance to use the Goblin Totem Staff. I wouldn't think cult damage works all that well. Want to use our normal spellcasting, but we might not always have the luxury of having magic available. So in that case we can just spam with this. We should also consider another item for purchase. Staffs. Attack staffs, basically. The 20 point of damage that this has been fairly useful, and 20 points is nothing. We could double that, maybe even get more. It would be very useful in a tough situation. But we'll summon a headless zombie pretty much immediately when trouble starts and try to do as much shock damage as possible. Hope that's enough. He's a plot critical guy now, but he might not be when the fighting starts. Belvin and I have arrived in Benris Manor. I must proceed cautiously to the secret room's entrance and prevent any harm from befalling us. The curse is to ever be lifted from this place. Me magic recovery.
Okay, you lead from here. Hopefully we can make it to the basement without too much fighting.
Not a chance. Probably follow me. Belvin and I have arrived at the secret door.
Lead on. I hope that whatever's behind the door will truly lift the curse. I'd hate to risk harm for nothing. soon as this opens, I'm leaving.
Belvin successfully opened the door to the secret room, which has stopped the ghost from attacking. He then ran off, leaving me to clean up the mess. It's up to me and me alone to investigate what's beyond the mysterious portal. Oh, the remains disappeared too. Great. Maybe an unhealthy amount of bones. Home of unlife. Logren skeleton. Probably missing an arm. Can't imagine that being a good idea to put it there. But it might be interesting. Amulet of Illusion. Decent loot, but nothing all that really useful. We'll pay for the repair costs more or less.
I desire the chance to atone for my sins. The things I've done to the people of Anvil, the horrible, unspeakable acts I've committed, demand repentance. Garahil was justified in his actions. Slaying me was the only way to stop the madness. I have accepted that fate. Now, so I may make my final peace with the Nine, please rejoin my hand to my body. Only then, when I am complete, will this eternal nightmare end.
After touching the altar, I heard the voice of Logren Benares. He said he wished to atone for his past and make peace with the Nines. All he wished was to be whole again. This must be the way to lift the curse from Benares Manor. I should touch his skeleton while I carry the bony hand and put an end to this madness. What a load of shit. I've raised enough undead leeches in games to know that this is a horrible idea, but let's see where it goes.
It never fails to amuse me how easy mortal man is to manipulate.
Okay, give me magic recovery now. Health recovery probably isn't a horrible idea either.
You've assisted me in completing the very thing Garahil and his cabal sought to prevent all those years ago. My ascension to immortality.
A lich?
Last time I clashed with mortals, I underestimated their power. I shall not repeat that mistake twice. I live again.
Yeah. Good for you. Do these... never mind. Yeah, it's pretty much a standard issue lich. That's a nice one. It it reflects spells, so shit. Sure, it heals. I need a distract. Completing the skeleton was a ruse, and Logren rose from the dead. I had no choice but to destroy him. With his destruction, the curse of Benerys Manor was lifted. I should return to the Count's arms and speak to Belwyn. Stab of Flame doesn't sound all that impressive. Fire damage on target, 40 points. It has so few uses, it's not useful. Maybe around 12. If we would have spell absorption, it would function also as a protection against reflection on our own magical attacks. Carahil would be the current, who was part of the banishing this lich the first time, is the current leader of the local mages guild. I sort of want to talk to her about this too if I can. Okay, suddenly the house looks like it's livable. Well, the windows are repaired and right. Like a nice manor. Maybe you can buy something extra with it. Could be fully furnished too, so cheap manor basically. No complaints. We got a couple of good items from there, so I need to find that general shop to try to dump them on.
You smell of death.
Greetings,
Been
brethren.
conjuring up dead
Good to
things?
see you.
Blunt weapons.
I'm sorry for running away like that, but fear got the best of me. I'm glad you talked me into coming with you. Now that the curse has been lifted, I feel like I've taken care of my family's unfinished business. Excellent work, my friend. May the manor give you many years of happiness. I'm now off to the Imperial City once more. Farewell.
I understand he's good, but you have to be a member of the Fighters Guild.
I don't particularly have a use for the house.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Yeah, we can talk about the manor with her.
I've heard you were able to lift the curse from Benerys Manor and destroy Lorgren Benerys once and for all. I thank you for completing the task I set about to do long ago. His unholy craft will no longer threaten the citizens of Anvil. Well done.
Sort of makes it more understandable why Archmage and Karahil, who are both from Anvil, have a very dim view about necromancy. A lot of problems with necromancy in the local Anvil area.
Things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense. Let's see if we can... Take care.
A pleasure to speak with you. Things in the guild have been different. I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
What type of mortar and pestle do I have? Novice. Give me an apprentice.
You're a fine negotiator.
I sort of thought that might have been a joke. No, I actually am.
That's more than I'd use. An excellent.
We need to sell some potions.
That's a fair.
Strong potion invisibility. This is the shit we can use to close down Oblivion gates quickly. Do I have a use for skooma? Maybe, but surely not for 4 bottles of it. Don't really want to sell anything.
Come back and see me again. Be seeing you.
Right, what now? I think I'll talk to the prophet. See what is that all about? I'm thinking it's one of the expansions or DLC, whatever you want to call them. Simply because everyone around the entire goddamn country talks about it, guides you in that direction.
Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
Tell me about the Anvil Chapel attack.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Okay, Umaril, who is that?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aliens, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Okay, who is Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the aliens 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the alien sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Just tell me who attacked the chapel.
Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the alien tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
So, how do we stop Umaril?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
I will quest for the relics.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight?
I have no idea. I'm not sure what type of answer he's looking for. Let's go with the hero of Kavach.
Well then, hail, hero of Kavach! Let me add one more voice to the never-ending chorus of praise. I'm sure one of your many devotees will be able to guide you on your way to find the Crusaders' relics.
Tell me about Umaril.
He is the enemy of all who walk free on Tamriel today, a survivor of the ancient race of alien slave masters who once ruled Cyrodiil. He was struck down by Pelinal, but by his art, Umaril had bound himself to the realm of his mistress, the Daedra Lord Meridia. So he was not slain, but simply cast adrift upon the waters of Oblivion. Now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods who helped bring about his downfall so many ages ago.
Okay, what about the 8th and 1?
Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos, and the 8 became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended.
Quest for the relics.
Are you?
I have no claim to fame.
Let the gods be the judge of that. I cannot see into men's heart. I see only their words and deeds.
So how can I find the relics?
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wished to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way. Travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines. Pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
I've tried to do that before, and the answer was always continue with your penitence, and nothing happens. So tell me more about this pilgrimage.
For those who would repent their past deeds, walking the pilgrim's way is a traditional way to cleanse yourself before the gods. Follow the map I gave you. Visit the way shrines of the 9. Pray and wait for a sign. the weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the aid of arms. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the alien sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed? He was defeated, but not destroyed by only a true knight. May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
Can I take a look at the crime scene?
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished. It's baffling how anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
Or could Sneaksman access route actually inside the church itself?
He preaches I used to think he was crazy. Arvina Thalis is an odd one. I've heard some strange noises coming from her basement. Take care.
Why is there blood here if everything's left untouched? There's no bodies here. The prophet read the ancient runes. I'm assuming this. That be the Dibellan shrine that was destroyed. They didn't come in from the outside, that's obvious. But where? Even if they would have come from the outside, they could not have escaped back there. They don't want to fight me anymore. Song of Pelinal. Fairly expensive book. Shizar and the Divines. Song of Pelinal, version 6. More expensive. These are tied to the quest somehow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Version 5. Take it 5, 6. No, 5 and 8. 6. 4. 3. 7. Yeah, pictures and everything. One. We get all? We need 2. Something about Amulet of Kings. In the first year of the first era, blah blah blah. The high and haughty Aelids relied on their patrons, the treacherous Daedra lords, to provide armies of Daedra and dead spirits. With these fearless magical armies, the Aelids preyed without mercy upon the young races of men, slaughtering or enslaving them at their whim. On behalf of the suffering human races, Saint Alessia, the first in the line of Cyrodiils, sought the aid of Akatosh, the dragon god of time, and the ruler of the noble Daedra. Akatosh, looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart and blessed Saint Alessia with this blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Alessia's generation were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of Oblivion, and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving Aelids. In token of this covenant, Akatosh gave to Alessia and her descendants the Amulet of Kings and the eternal dragon fires of the Imperial City. Thus does Alessia become the first gem in the Cyrodiilic Amulet of Kings. The gem is the red diamond in the middle of the amulet. This is the symbol of the Empire and later taken as the symbol of the Septim line. It is surrounded by 8 other gems, one for each of the divines. So long as the Empire shall maintain its worship of Akatosh and his kin, and so long as Alessia's heirs shall bear the Amulet of Kings, Akatosh and his divine kin maintain a strong barrier between Tamriel and Oblivion, so that mortal man need never again fear the devastating summoned hosts of the Daedra lords. But if the Empire should slacken in its dedication to the 9 divines, or if the blood of Alessia's heirs should fail, then shall the barriers between Tamriel and the Daedric realms fall, and Daedra worshippers might summon lesser Daedra and undead spirits to trouble the races of men. Adabal. What is this? Memoirs of Morihaus, consort to Alessia the Slave Queen. While this cannot be historically verified, the Adabal-A is certainly among the oldest written accounts to come from us from the early First Era. Helenol's death, and in the blood-floored throne room of white gold, the severed head of Helenol spoke to the winged bull of Morihaus, demigod lover of Al-Esh, saying, "Our enemies have undone me, and spread my body into hiding. In mockery of divine purpose, the Aelids cut me into eighths, for they are obsessed with this number." And Morihaus, confused, snorted through his ring, saying, "Your crusades went beyond her counsel, Whitestrake, but I am a bull and therefore reckless in my wit. I think I would go and gore our prisoners if you had left any alive. Your blood made glorious, uncle, and will come again as fox annual or light. Surod is still ours." Then Penel spoke again for the last time. "Beware, Morihaus, beware. For the foresight of death I know now that my foe yet lives. Bitter knowledge to take to my grave. Better that I had died believing myself the victor. Although cast beyond the doors of night, he will return. Be vigilant. I can no longer shield the host of men from Umaril's retribution." Alessia's youth during the slave years. Heri's original tribe is unknown, but she grew up in Sard, Anon Sardavar Lead, where the Aelids herded in men from across all the Niben. Kothri, Need, Al-Gemha, men of Kraith, though these were later known to be imported from the north. Kep2, men of Ge, who were eventually destroyed when the Flower King Dilichi made great sacrifice to an insect god named Lost, Al-Hared. Okay. Is there anything useful here? Not particularly. Still missing book number 2. Frostball version 10. Conjuration skill increase. Very useful. Conjuration should be somewhere around 74 now. 73. Trials of Saint Alessia. This is pretty much the Amulet of Kings again. No book number 2. I don't want to touch them unless I have old books. There's some editor's notes on the books too, so they could probably clear things up a bit. We did get some sort of a map. And what exactly is it? Way Shrines map. Arcade, Mara, Dibella, Akatosh, Julianus, Kinneret, Talos, Zenithar, Stendar. Arcade is fairly close. We should start with there. See if we have any hope of actually doing something. If not, we're gonna have to dump this quest for now. Maybe we lack fame or something. I don't know. Maybe you needed this quest before you can do it. I don't know. Right, it looks to be a little bit to the west from Kovac, so somewhere around here maybe. No, we're too far to the east. It is closer to the Rina Cross Inn, but it should be still a little bit to the north here. So we'll move a little bit to the northwest and see what we can come up with. We just get into some fights, that's okay too. Doesn't matter. That could be it. There's no music again. Not really harmful, it's just I'm not gonna notice if I get into fights. This is not a way shrine. This is a little well. Still, the way shrine should look fairly similar. So if we take a look down from here, we should be able to spot it. Amazing how devastating the mountain lion is. Almost killed the headless zombie. That could be our target. It is sort of where we want to go. Sort of. This will determine quite a bit how we're gonna proceed. Either continue to the other way shrines or dump the quest immediately. Could go for another city to talk to people, see if we can gather up quests. Or maybe do some for the guilds. Okay, Way Shrine of Arcade. Continue your penance to earn the gods' forgiveness. Nothing happened. Okay. I have prayed to the Way Shrine of Arcade. So things do happen. Just didn't record any of this previously. Because I didn't have the quest to go to all of these. I'll visit Mara's too, leave things at that. This could be a good chance to also travel a little bit in the wilderness. Maybe encounter something besides the way shrines. Mara would be very, very close to Skingrad. Probably somewhere there. Right. I think it's somewhere here. A little bit to the northwest from this little bend in the road. Still, this should just be an opening to this. I mean, this doesn't really require anything from anyone to do. How exactly could anyone have possibly failed something like this? Right, shrine should be fairly easy to spot. If this is all it takes, just visit these. This could be wrapped up very, very quickly. And an Oblivion gate. I think once you start to be above level 25, the Oblivion gates make a lot of sense to complete, because the digital stones you get at the end of it have great enchantments attached to them. I'm not quite sure where the threshold is, but somewhere along those lines. Before that, I don't know, wait for time. Alright, fairly undemanding. I think I'll just leave things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 5 minutes each, unless there's something that happens in the meantime, or you find an interesting site or something. So we should be able to wrap all of these up on next time. Hopefully get something a little bit more interesting, because this really isn't worth anything. If you wish to repent of your sins and rededicate your life to the gods, pray at the way shrines of the Nine. May the Nine hear your prayers and look upon you with tender, loving kindness.